Alright Rhys, this is your first attempt at a foundation tier paper. What you'll find is that they start off quite different to the higher tier, but you'll quickly spot the sort of things that are regularly asked. And you know, if that's a 35 or a 55, I can't quite tell, but hopefully within a few months you'll be well beyond 55. Great start, full marks there. Here, the 8 is in the thousands column, but its value is 8,000. Similarly, the 6 there wouldn't be 100, it would be 600. Square numbers, numbers you get when another number is multiplied by itself. So 25 is a square number, because 5 5s is 25. You're looking for a square number that's in the 80s. 9 9s are 81. So it's 81 you're looking for there. So that one's correct, that one's correct, that one's correct. Prime numbers, numbers that only themselves and 1 go into. So 17 is a prime number because only 17 and 1 go into it. 16 over there isn't a prime number because, as you've shown, lots of numbers divide into it. So you want the first one that's bigger than 20. 21 isn't because 7 and 3 go into it. 22 isn't because 2 goes into it. 23 is the first prime number. So on that first page you got 15 where you're anticipating 16, so that's not bad. 440, 20 times 24 is 480. 60 is correct. It's not a triangular prism, it's a pyramid. A triangular prism is your Toblerone box, looks like that. That isn't the circumference. The circumference goes all the way around the outside. It's the perimeter of a circle. That's the diameter. That's a tangent. And that's a chord. So tangent touches, chord cuts. 2, 5 for that page. That's one of the lines of symmetry. There's another one there, and there's another one there. That's one of the lines of symmetry, but also there's one that goes across the shape there. So you'll get 2 out of 3 for that. With this one, you got the second bit right. The perimeter, you are doing the right thing by going around, but I think you have forgotten that bit there. Now that bit there, if it's 10 all the way, and that's 2 and that's 2, that's 6. So you need to add another 6 onto there to give you the right answer. 3, 5, 7 for that page. So all you've done there is rewritten what's up there. So as far as communicating, that hasn't communicated anything. You've then correctly done all the rounding that you need and got the right answer. But at the point that you started doing the maths, you stopped telling me what's happening. So as far as getting communication marks are concerned, you haven't. Right? You need to be telling me that that is the cost of the cost of each ticket for a student. That's how much the bus is going to cost for each student. That's what they come to in total, and so on. Those 3 are right. This one's wrong. If it's risen 2, that means it must have been colder than that the day before by 2 degrees. So that is -7. 8 for that page. So it's going up in halves, good. So that's in the right place, and that is right as well. So well done there. That's right. 6 for the page. Right then, what have you done here? Right, there are 7 different ways of winning. But it isn't times 80. So I can't see, hang on, yes. Right. It's 7 wins out of 16. There are 7 ways of winning out of 16 because there are 16 different outcomes on the table on the previous page. So the chances of you winning are 7 in 16. So every time 16 people play the game, you get 7 winners. Now we haven't got 16 people winning the game, we've got 320 playing the game. So just like the fraction stuff we've been doing this week, 16 goes into itself once and into 320 20 times. 16 into 32 goes twice. So 7 lots of 20 means there's 140 winners. Each of those are going to win 80 pence. So you times that by 80 and that works out then that you will be spending £112 out. That's £160 there. So the profit will be your 160 less your 112. Okay, so that's what you needed to do. So partially, what have you earned? Well, you're going to earn 1 mark for your money earned. Then your probability bit is wrong, but then you are working out the difference, and then you are subtracting that. So I think you probably get 3 out of 6 for that. That's not 114 because that's a straight line where you get 180 less 114. But those are right, that those would then be the same angle. And similarly with this, that's not 106, it's 180 take away 106. So those angle properties are fairly low level ones that we will certainly be practicing. Angles on a straight line add up to 180, angles in a triangle add up to 180, angles inside a quadrilateral add up to 360. So 3 marks on that page. Those aren't right with you. Take a look at the video clip because I explain that quite carefully on the video. That's good. 5 marks there. Okay, so those aren't right. Again, depends how prepared you were back in the autumn as to how able you are to do those. We'll certainly be practicing them over the coming weeks, but if you want to get a head start, take a look on the video. Again, with that one, have a look how I expand that on the video. That's actually something that you should be able to follow easier than question 13. It is 3, but it's not 12, it's actually out of 36. And again, have a look at the video clip to see how to do those last couple of questions. Okay then, Rhys, so you are predicting 55. Let's see how close you get. 15, 20, 27, 35, 41, 44, 49, 49. So not a bad estimate, unfortunately a little bit overestimated. 49 is a grade D. It's 10 marks off a grade C in this particular year. Okay, now if you go through that paper, I think quite easily you will find 10 marks where you've made little slips, and certainly others that once we've practiced certain topics you will be able to pick up quite quickly. So that's not a bad little start.